Today is Saturday, August 8th, 2026. It's about 3 weeks away from our fantasy football draft. So we have to determine the draft order. Now, we've waffled back and forth over the years. Sometimes we pick the order on the day of the draft. But our current champion, Brandon Shorey, has stated that he would like it if we knew ahead of time. So that's what we're going to do. So get ready for the most bizarre, possibly disturbing draft order reveal in fantasy football history. So where am I? Well, I am at the historic Mount Hope Cemetery in beautiful Bangor, Maine. What does every cemetery have? Trees, geese, turtles, and of course gravestones. And what does every gravestone have? A name. So this year, 2026 draft order will be determined by me walking around the cemetery looking for names on the gravestones that coincide with the names of people who play in this league. It's weird, I know, but that's the way it's going to be. So we have a problem right away. There are 4 Woods who play in the league. So the way that we'll handle that is each of the Woods will be named by their mother's maiden name. So Bubba will be looking for the name Brewer. For me, it'll be Dill. For Matt, Rideout. And for Owen, Evans. But now this year, we also have 2 Shoreys. So Paige will keep the name Shorey, and Brandon will be known as, you guessed it, Wood. So let's get started. Just want to prove to everybody the authenticity of this experiment. I'm literally just walking through. It's taken me a lot longer than you might think. I've been up here for a while and I still haven't seen any. Possibly the number 1 overall pick, but still not a name of anyone in our league. All right, guys, here we go. It's honestly not the first name that I expected to see, but here it is. So with the 12th pick in the 2026 League of Ordinary Gents Fantasy Draft, Brandon Shorey. I can't believe this, but I've actually seen the name Wood twice before I saw any other names. Coming up on another winner. With the 11th pick is going to be Owen. So I found this one a minute ago, but there were people nearby, and I didn't want them to know how weird this is. So we've got, with the 10th pick, will be Darren Clark. You kidding me? Neely, Briggs, Littlefield, Bassett, Bragg, Johnson. I have literally walked an entire mile. It's been about 20 minutes since my last discovery. So here we go with the 9th pick, 2026 League Draft. Brian Wood. Day 2, had to give up yesterday afternoon. It was getting too hot and I was tired. So I've brought reinforcements today. Owen and Jess are gonna help me out. Okay, we got one. We've been up here for about 25 minutes this afternoon. So with the 8th pick, we have Blaine West. Owen found this one. With the 7th pick in the 2026 Fantasy Draft, Mr. Will Harris. Congrats. We're 41 minutes in today, so we are instituting a rule change. We're going to start also searching for first names. Now, a lot of these gravestones don't have first names, but some of them do. We have another problem because we have 2 Chris's. So Chris Marian will be Chris, and I will be Christopher. So search continues. So about 5 minutes after the rule change, we found a first name. So with the 6th pick will be Christopher Wood. Owen says he's got one. With the 5th pick in the 2026 Fantasy Draft, Matthew Wood. Rule change, Appendix C, paragraph 3.4. Since Christopher has already been found, Chris Marian will now be known as either Chris or Christopher. With the 4th pick, be Christopher Marian. Okay, we have spilled over into a 3rd session. There are only 3 names left to find. Shorey, Mosier, and Hedifine. So, we've just located this one. So Paige will have the 3rd pick. This is a dramatic moment. Owen and I split up, and I just heard him call out, "I found it." So this will determine not only who has the number 2 pick, but also number 1. Can you feel the suspense building? With the number 2 pick in the 2026 League of Ordinary Gents draft, Zach Mosier. Which means number 1 will go to Liam Hedifine. Can't say I'm surprised that we didn't find that name here. I hope you all had fun. So that's it. 264-acre cemetery. And we scoured probably about 3/4 of it. I walked probably 4.5 miles and logged about 3.5 hours. We've got our winner. And look at this. As I'm walking by, an even more fitting find. Okay, we'll see you all on draft day.